Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Oh, I was a little bit close to the camera then, wasn't I? I'm standing up because I have something on my chair, so I can't sit down at the minute. If you have been with me for a while, you will know that my old craft room was in my conservatory. And yeah, it was awful. It was too hot in the summer, it was too cold in the winter. And then during COVID, my other half built me a studio down the bottom of the garden, and this is where I am now, and I absolutely love it, minus the boxes of course. Well, I just went and had a little visit in my old craft room because I still haven't moved everything over, even though I don't understand how I had such a small room back then and managed to fit everything in it. I have a room now that's twice the size, and yeah, I have no room. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. But I went and had a little shop in my old craft room, and I found some more 6x6s. I know, and I've got them all on my chair. So I've got the ones that I had the other day because in my other video when we did 6x6s, I said I've got more, but I don't know where they are. So obviously I went shopping, and it's the best kind of shopping because it's free. And look what I found. I found some of them, and I believe these are mainly the Prima ones that I was hoarding. But oh, this is what I mean about, I keep saying it, I need to email them and just say, please bring your paper packs back. I thought I wanted to make some flippy flappy thingies, and these work better with double-sided papers. So, oh look, I've got my, ta-da, love them, can't wait to have a play with those. I have got my 8x8 packs of Tim Holtz. I've got all 6, so I've got those, and these work really good with these. But I kind of want to work with, not that I'm scared to use my Tim Holtz or anything. Don't tell anyone. But I kind of want to work on single-sided because I know an awful lot of 6x6 comes single-sided. So we're going to work with single-sided. I have got these ones here as well. This is the box that I had out the other day. These are double-sided. So do you know, I think we'll do a bit of both. Let's do a bit of both. But what I'm going to do with the single-sided is I'm going to back them with coffee dye paper, because why not? Then they're double-sided. Or you can put them through the printer and just print on like a random backing paper if you want, or stick 2 together, then you've got double-sided. But then that kind of wastes 2 pieces of paper, of pattern paper. Well, it doesn't, but you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to pick out some papers, and then I'm going to back them with coffee dye paper, and I might do some coffee dyeing. Do you want to see how I coffee dye, shall we? Yeah, go on. Yeah, I'll coffee dye first. Right, so firstly, you want your pot of coffee. Just random coffee made with water. I use Azera because you can use it with cold water, and it dilutes perfectly. Then, let me move this, a baking tray. You don't need a baking tray, you can use a glass tray, but I like to use a baking tray just because it minimalises mess. So this baking tray is just a cheap one from the pound shop, perfect size for A4 paper. As you can see, my ledger paper fits in it perfect. And then you need, speaking of ledger paper, you need your mediums. So I like to go, you know, I said I like to go stationery shopping. I love it. So I've got ledger paper, I've got these slimline shopping pads. I got this off of Amazon, I think. I can't remember. It came in one of those junk journaling bundles that you get all the stickers and stuff like that in. Then I've got my graph paper, which I absolutely love to coffee dye. And then just normal copy paper. Absolutely just normal copy paper. So these are just a few of the mediums that I coffee dye. And then you need a brush. So I have a sponge brush, and we're going to be using different ones. I have a sponge brush, I have a big one and a small one as well. And then there is paintbrushes. Now the type of paintbrush that you use will all depend on the kind of look that you get. So you get these cheap paintbrushes that I get from the works. I think you get about 10 for £2. They're hard bristles, so you're gonna get more of a bristle mark on your paper. Whereas if you use these big fluffy brushes, and you can use makeup brushes if you want to, because they're soft, they work really well. So yeah, these fluffy brushes, or I have a couple of Dina Wakley ones. They're nice as well, soft but still firm. Then just some, these are new, I haven't used these yet, but these are soft, but they're not, you don't get as much coverage in a, like, because you're doing A4, so you tend to be, got another small fluffy brush. And then these are Faux Squirrel, a Zen Art. These were off of Amazon. These are, oh, I can't get it off. These are watercolour brushes, so they're very soft and quite a nice thickness of bristle as well. But I do prefer the big fluffy round sort of makeup brushes, if you like. So what I do is, let's get a piece of this, because I've never coffee dyed this before and I think it's going to look kind of cool. So first off, let's have a go with the old sponge, because it's been a while since I used one of these. So we're going to soak up some coffee, and then we're just going to, there you go, look at that, look, quick and easy, and that's covered. Now what you can do is you can 100% put them in the oven, dry them out in the garden. You can do whatever you want to do. The preference is yours. It is entirely up to you how you dry these. Me personally, I just use my heat tool, and there we go. Look at that. Took me not even a minute. How gorgeous does that now look compared to before? Oh, I just love it, and it smells it smells amazing. So yeah, what I normally do is I will take, after I've done a load of coffee dyeing, I will take them into the house and I will just iron them flat. I have actually, one of my subscribers said about my cheesecloth, you know, I keep saying I need to iron it. She said about getting some mini hair straighteners, and I thought that was such an amazing idea. So I had a look on Amazon for some mini hair straighteners, and then I came across a mini heat press, you know, like Cricut has them, and it was the same price. And I was like, this is for crafting, and it's like a little mini iron. And I thought, for my coffee paper and my cheesecloth. So I've got one of those on order. It should be here later on today, which will be amazing. So then I won't have to keep going into the house to iron my work. So I'm just going to do, I'm not going to go too much in depth about coffee dyeing. If you want a more in-depth video, leave me a comment, and I will gladly, we'll have a whole session on coffee dyeing and Brusho crystals and all sorts. I do have a Brusho crystals video. It's in my Halloween playlist, where I do use the Brusho crystals on paper, and they turn out stunning. So yeah, check that out if you want to have a look. But I don't mind, I absolutely do not mind doing another one after Mass Make March. And there you go, there's that one. See how quick that was? So quick. And now I'm going to dry it, and we'll have a look afterwards. And there we go, a lovely piece of coffee dyed paper. I do some of them, I do back both sides, but when I'm covering other pieces of cardstock or pattern paper, I don't bother. I just do the one side and just leave it at that. I am going to quickly show you how I do my oh, it's raining. It's a little slightly off track there. I'm going to show you how I dye my cheesecloth as well, because I am getting a lot of questions about that. But it's not going to be an in-depth demo. It's just going to be like a little quick, this is what I do, easy peasy. Right, so for this one, if you've got some gloves, wear some gloves, because it can get messy. And as much as I love getting messy, yeah, no. So I'm just going to put some gloves on now, not so much with the coffee, because the coffee is not going to stain. So I've only got some little bits here, and this is so easy, literally just, you don't even have to do this, you can just literally pour it on I have never actually done any coffee dyeing cheesecloth with this sponge before. So this is new for me too. And I know you're thinking, Toni, you've put the glove on your hand that you're using the brush with and using the hand without the glove to put your hand in the coffee. I know. But I'm not bothered about the coffee. I'm going to put 2 gloves on in a minute when I use the distress stains. So just coffee over, just like this. And if you want some in bits, more in bits, in darker in other places, just dab on like that. And then what I'm going to do with this is, this I do just leave out to dry on its own, because I just find you get the better effect like that. And also if it's in like a little bundle, and let it dry like that, because that's when you get the different tones and the different colours of the coffee. If you want to wring it out, it will dry a lot quicker, but it will be a lot paler as well. So I'm just wringing a bit of that coffee out, and then look at that, perfect. So if you roll it up, and then it takes a little bit longer, so if you want to use it for a project, make sure you do it a couple of days in advance. So just roll it up and let it dry like that, and then just keep going back to it every so often, unravel it, roll it up again, just like that's all I do, literally all I do. So I'm just going to put that on the side to dry. And then I'm going to wipe my tray down so we get rid of the coffee. And then we're going to use some distress. Right, so I think the first one we're going to do is, let's do some speckled egg. This is so simple, so simple. Just spray, literally just spray the cheesecloth. Spray as much as you like, depending on how dark you want it. And then just go over with a bit of water and mix it round in the spray till it's completely covered. This is why you need gloves. Soak all that up like that. Open it up and make sure that you've got it all over. And again, and some, you will pick up, can you see that? You will pick up some of the other colours. I'm not bothered. I'm literally not bothered. That just adds to it. It just makes it look, you can just blend it in if you want to, but it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't bother me. And then I'm going to put that aside and let that dry. When you let them dry in their little packages, you can put them near each other because they tend to bleed into each other, which also brings out like really cool effects. But if you don't want that, if you don't want them to change colour, then just dry them about 1 inch apart from each other. So there's them ones. And then I have got some new distresses. I updated my distress because I didn't have some colours. So I've now got Forest Moss, which I'm excited about. And I think I do want to do a Victorian Velvet because, can you imagine? Oh, there it is. I've got pumice stone because I love pumice stone. Then again, just spray. Add a bit of water just to dilute some areas. Mix it round. Oh, this is going to be such a gorgeous colour. Let's have a little bit more water, dilute it down a little bit. Blend it all round. And if you don't want it this dark, I'll show you the difference. If you just wring it out, and then look at that. How perfect is that for Halloween? And no, I have never found it bleed into, because I know it's water reactive, but I have never had a problem with it running or bleeding on my work or anything. So that's that one, because we still haven't made anything yet, and I think we're about 10-15 minutes in. But I get so many questions about how I dye and how I do this, that I thought, yeah, let's quickly do a little bit in the beginning of the video. So this one, I'm gonna put a bit of water over it, because I'm gonna use Vintage Photo. See, it's really pigmented. So this one I like to saturate, because look how all of a sudden it has completely toned it down. And with the cheesecloth, can you see what I'm doing? I'm moving it round with my hand. It just blends. Because it's saturated with water, it will move round. And now that one, if you want that to stay like that is, because that's quite cool, I kind of want that bit to be a little darker. So I'm going to bunch that together, but then I'm moving the colour round because I want light spots as well. So I'm going to let that dry like that. And then let me get my tissue. Oh, I've dropped everything. And then just wipe up this, because I don't want any of this getting on the other cheesecloths. And then I'm just going to move them onto here. There we go. And then we've got our speckled egg, our coffee, our pumice stone, and then we've got our burlap jute stuff. So I'm going to let those dry. They'll take a couple of days normally, and then I'll show you them when they're done. Right, so what I also like to do when I'm coffee dyeing, just quickly, is, can you see these white marks on this coffee dyed piece of graph paper? It's so simple, but it's just so effective. So I'm not going to do it on some graph paper, because you'll probably be able to see it better. So I've got some coffee paper. I'm using my big fluffy brush and just painting round the whole piece of paper and bringing down the puddles as well, just like that, until the whole piece is covered all over. And then I'm just getting a piece of kitchen roll, and I'm just gonna lift some of that coffee off like that, just like that, and then dry it, and it looks amazing. And then look at that, how cool is that? It's so cool. It's so cool. So I have a few pieces now, and I know there's many ways. There's many ways that you can coffee dye paper, and you do you. Literally, what works best for you. This is just what I prefer to do, because I find it a quicker turnaround. If I'm doing a project and I need a piece of coffee dye paper, then just with a brush and some coffee and my heat tool, done. Within minutes it's done. If I want a more deeper coffee dyed paper, I will get a baking tray, a deep baking tray, like a roasting tin, fill it up with coffee, and then just dunk in loads of bits of paper, leave them there for a couple of days, and then take them out and dry them. That's what I would do. But when I like sheets that just look like this, plus I feel like it gives me more control over the kind of colour and depth that I want the coffee when I use the brush or the sponge. So yeah, but by all means, you do you whatever works best for you, you do that. Now let's get on with today's project, because I don't know how far in we are and we haven't even made anything yet. Right, so they're all done now. I just went into the house and I've ironed my coffee paper, and look at my gorgeous little pile of cheesecloth. Look at all those, all nicely pressed, ready to be played with. Oh, so amazing. Right, so now we're going to get on and we're going to start crafting. Right, so I have pulled out a mixture of all sorts, and I'm going to back them, and then let's make a flippy flappy thingy. Right, so that was the hard bit done. That was literally the hard bit. I don't even know what I was going to say there, but it was the hard bit. So I have covered, these are ones that are double-sided, but I have covered them all. And they're covered in graph paper, ledger paper, some music paper. And I even thought I'd do a bit of collage on the back of one of them as well. So you can always do that just to cover your 6x6. And then they're usable, which is perfect. So now what we need is a scoreboard. You don't have to have a scoreboard. If you don't want to use a scoreboard, just measure and fold. But I've got a scoreboard, so I'm going to use it. And then I'm going to take, I'm going to get my trimmer first. And I'm going to take this one. And because the pattern goes this way, I want it to turn it sideways. So I'm going to cut this at, I'm going to do it at 3.5, I think. 3.5 inches. So we have a 6 by 3.5. And then we have this piece here. Keep this because we're going to make a whole folio out of one piece of 6x6. So we're going to score at 1.5. And then we're going to turn over and we're going to score at 1.5. Fold over. And fold this one over because we want a little gap in the middle. So we want that little gap in the middle. We don't want it joining. And then we're going to get our corner rounder and we're going to round the corners. And then, oh, wait till you see, look at my new tool. Oh, look at my little dustpan and brush. Are we ready? Are we ready? Let me sweep it all into the middle so you can see it. Da, da, da. How cool is that? It was only £1. I found it when I was in Liverpool. I love it. Right, so there's our little start of our little folio. And then, so this now measures 3 inches. This now measures 3 inches. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 inches of this. And this now measures 2.5. I'm not too sure. I think that might be, nope, that's going to be perfect. And then we've got this piece here. Now this measures 2.5. So what we could do is, because these only measure, these flaps here, they measure 1.5. So let's do 1 and then 1. And then we have this little strip here. I don't think I cut that straight. So let me just cut that straight. There we go. And then we have some elements all out of the same page. So I am going to corner around this, but I'm going to go on the middle one. And then I'm also going to get my little circle punch, and I'm just going to punch and make sure you eyeball it. And then that is going to go in there like that. So you've got a pocket. But first, let's ink it up. And these are so easy to make. And they're so cool just to chuck in your journal. I'm going to have to make some more coffee dyed paper later now when I finish filming. Because I've used it all. I've used all my stash. And then let's do the outside before we start sticking things down. There we go. And I'm just going to get my glue. Oh, don't look at the back. Don't look at the back. I'm just going to glue down the sides and then along the bottom. Check this is the right way up. Yep. Put this in here. And you could just leave this. I'm not putting it right to the bottom. I'm leaving a little bit of a gap. You could just leave this like this. But I do want to put 2 little tucks in here as well. You don't have to. So I'm just going to take a little smidgen off. And I'm going to use the middle corner rounder. And then again do 2, 2, and along the bottom. And then we're just gonna, I'm not putting it right to the crease because I don't want it to affect how it opens and closes. And then I think, do you know what? I think we could put this as a bit of a belly band, I guess. Nope, I'm not going to put anything on here. I'm going to leave this as it is, because what I want to do is I want to use 2 of those. I might turn it round, actually. Not that big. I want a smaller. All right, so I've got my 1/2 inch, and I'm just going to punch some circles out of this piece. Let's see if I can get any more. There we go. Get rid of those little pieces. And then what I want is I want these little pieces to be the closures on here. But I want to stack them. So, because I want to make them a little bit sturdier. So I want a couple on top of each other. And then I think we'll do one more. So we've got 3. And then let's do another one. And then these are nice solid discs now. So then I'm going to take the rest of the circles and I'm going to put them in my stash. And I'm going to use the side that's got the coffee dyed stuff on. Ink around the edge. And then we've got 2 little closures right there. And then I have, I have some of these little sticky dots. What is going on? I have some of these little sticky dots, and these are perfect for these kind of closures. So I'm just gonna put one in the middle. And then put that there. And then I want some string. So what one shall we use? I don't think, right, will that go? Well, I don't know. That's too thick, that one. Right, so I found a little roll of natural. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to line it up because I want it in the middle. So because we've got 1, 2, 3.5 inches, so we're going to go in one, in one, in one, in one, in one, in one, and then in the middle of this square here. Oh, do you like my measuring? This is where it's going to go. So I'm going to put it about there, and then I'm going to stick that on top, and then take the sticky pad off here, put some extra glue on, stay down, and then I'm going to stick this on top. I'm going to hold it down for a second, and then while we're doing that, let's put this one on. Just going to put a little extra glue on just because we'll be going around it with string, so I just want it to have a little bit more stability. So put that there, hold them down, and I've put a little clip on it to make it dry, and there you have a little flippy flappy folio. How cool is that? So now I'm going to show you another one as well. So let's take another piece. Just move everything aside. Now this one, make sure it's the right way. I'm going to cut 3 like that. And we're going to do exactly the same. It's going to be a flippy flappy folio, but we want 3. Oh, let's make sure it's, so this is 3 as well, so we want one at 3 1/4. Shall we do a quarter? Let's do 3 1/2. 3 1/2, and this should already measure 3. Yeah, so 3 1/2 like that, and then we have, this measures 2 1/2 by 3, so we'll keep that until we've built it all together. And then we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to score. This time I think I'm going to go in between 1 1/4 and 1 1/2. Shall I? No. Oh dear. So I'm just going to turn it around and do it again. 1 1/2. Cut the corners, and then on this piece, so this piece is going to go in the center like this. So let's just fold these over. I didn't put enough glue on it. Right, so this one is going to go in here, but we need to score it at 1/2 inch, like that. And then we're just going to trim off the edges, fold that over, and then this, we got it around the right way. Yeah, we'll just put the music paper on upside down. This is going to go like that, so that is going to flap up like that. So we're going to round the corners of this, and because I can't glue corners, we're going to put some more glue on. And then I think I'm going to use my my double-sided tape for this because it is, I want it to have a bit of stability. So let's put a piece there and a piece there. There we go. Burnish that down. And then just line that up like that. And then we've got a little flippy flappy folio. And then we have this piece here, which can then cover this. So I don't know if I want it to be that deep a pocket though. Yeah, why not? Let's round the corners and then do a notch. And I didn't glue it. I didn't distress it. Oh no. And then that goes in there. That flips up there. That goes over there. And that goes over there. Now you are going to need to burnish these down because this becomes quite a chunky little folio. But I love it. So I guess you kind of could get away with only covering half of the 6x6 if you're going to be making these. And then just glue that down, stick that down even. And then how cool is that? Get off you. How cool is that? Another little folio with a pocket. Perfect to go in your little junk journals. Get that little bit of paper off. And always, if you give the sides a little sand, they just fold better. See, they just fold completely better. And what you could do with these is you could use, to keep the closure on these, you could use teeny attachers as well. You don't have to do the where is it? This one. You don't have to do this one, which now let's hope that that is dry. Just about. And then this one goes round. Come on. Round like that. And then we can just trim this off. Let me get my decent scissors because those ones don't like cutting fabric. Hang this off just like that. And there you go, look at that. Such a cool little folio. And it takes no time at all. And it gets rid of the 6x6s that you probably wouldn't use. Now, you don't have to do that. What you can do is you can put 2 eyelets in here, which, let me get to my crocodile. Well, first I'm going to measure because we know what I'm like. So 1.5, right. Let me get my ruler. And it's hiding from me. Right, so this is basically 3x3. See, 3x3. So we want to measure the middle. You don't have to do this. You can just guess if you want to. Put that there. Do you know what? It probably would have been easier, Toni, if you'd have just gone lined it up, got to 1.5, lined the ruler up, and then just done a little bub, like that. Now I'm going to get me crocodile. And then I'm going to put that there, and then put that there. Ta-da! How have I managed to do that? Oh, Tone. Don't follow my guidance. Do not follow my guidance. I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, I can't believe I've done that. Well, I know what I did, look. I went above the line. Ugh, ridiculous. All right, now let's... And what you can do is feed that piece of string through the hole, put the eyelet in like that, and then clamp down like that, and then that's it. That's it, it's done. And then have a little trim off the end here, because that ain't going anywhere. Like that. And then you've got another closure. Let's put this one in here. And then it might be a good idea to put something on the end of this. I normally like to get my glue and then I just roll the end round with a bit of glue on the end of my fingers. And then pull that through there like that. And you could wrap it round and then pull it down. But I think I'm going to come round and back out. So it's a bit like a shoelace. And then go under like that, and then you can trim that off and put a little dangle on the end there. So let's just measure that down to where we want it. Perfect. And there you have two really cool little folios. Right, so I'm going to make some more and then we'll be back to decorate. Right, so I just want to show you one more because I was just playing, and what I did was I scored at 1 1/4. I'm just going to score it on both sides and then turn it round, do 1 1/4 again. And then I'm going to fold in so we've got a bigger gap this time. But what I'm going to do, excuse the plane, is I'm going to cut at 3 and then I'm going to glue down one of the flaps and along the fold, and then put these two together like this. So then you've got a little pocket in here, just there. So you could just take a little notch. I don't know if it will go through 2. I don't think it will. This might. Yeah, that one would. So we've got a teeny weeny little notch there, just so you know it's a pocket. And then you've got 2 flaps here. So I'm going to round these. I'm going to use the middle one. And then you've got a pocket, and then these fold in like that. And then what you could do if you wanted to is, instead of rounding these corners, you could tag this corner so it was like a little tag book. But you've got a little hidden, that could stick down. This bit could stick down on your journal. And then maybe a little Velcro dot on the inside here. In fact, I've got some. Let's do it. We've got some. Oh, that one got stuck to my finger. And these ones are a little bit larger than I'd like, but it is what it is. So we could put this, make sure, put it in the middle like that, and then put that down, stick it down, and then you've got a little folio with a little Velcro opening and 2 flaps. So there's another one for you. And then what we can also do is, if we want just a long one, which I sometimes like, so I'm cutting this at 3. So it's 3 inches. So this bit should be 3 inches as well. I just need to trim a little bit off. So this bit should be 3 inches as well. So we'll keep this bit. And then we want 2 flaps here. So we need to cut this at, let's do it one at, no, let's do it both at, we'll cut at 3. So we've got 2 3x3s and a 6x3. And then we're going to take these bits, because these are going to be our side flaps. And we want 1 flap down this side and then 1 flap down this side. So, oh, we're going to lose the ruler. Excuse me. We're going to lose the ruler. Oh, well. Right, so we're going to 1/4 inch. Might be easier if you do it on the other side, Tone. Yeah, I thought it would be, because you've done 2 lines now. There we go. And then going to fold that. Look at that perfect little ruler. Like that. And then this side, we want to do this side. So we're going to do another 1/4 inch. And then get your scissors. Trim off the edge. Just like that. And then we're going to round the corners. Like that. Glue these down. And then glue this one down as well. Hold those down so they bond. And then you've got a nice big flippy flappy folio as well. So there's another version. I'm going to make some more, and then we'll be back to decorate some. I think this is the most so far. 21 out of those. Do we have 9 or 10 sheets of 6x6? I think I had 10 sheets of 6x6. 21 folios, and we've got all sorts. So we've got this one where I just put a little circle on, just a strip. So that tucks in there as a stop. This is closed in. It's got a pocket here. It's got a pocket here. That's just 2 3x6s stuck together. Then we've got just a little folio here that you could put a pocket on if you want, but I'm leaving it blank just to go in. And then we've got the same here. We've got quite a few of these little flippy flappies, but I'll tell you what you could do with these is you could also fold them over again, and then you've got an actual little flippy flappy wallet. So if you wanted to, got another one here. Here's the one that we made where it's got the, oh, wrong way round, it's got the flip down and the pocket. Then we've got another little one here. Here's the first one that we made that's got, pretty sure I've got it the wrong way round. How do we get this off? There we go. And it's got the pocket here and the pocket there. There's another one. And they're all pretty much the same. I've done the different corners on this. This one I've done differently. So instead of cutting this in half, I just scored it and then stuck it on either side. So we've got a nice folio there. Same with this one. And then a little baby one. This one is pretty cool. So this one, I got 2 pieces of 3x6, and I did the folio like this on this one, and then on the last bit of 3x6 I tagged the top, stuck it on the bottom, made a pocket, so you've got your little pocket there, and then folded over like that so that it's like got a little closure. I love that one. Then this one I love this fold over the, I love the look of the fold, and this one overlaps like that. So I love that one. I think that one's really cool. And then we have this one where I did the flaps on the back, so there's no joins at all. I have this one where I did the joins on the inside. And then we did this one where I've put 2, it's not really a flippy flappy folio, but there's 2 pieces of the same here, and then this is a little folio, and then what I did is I glued a bit of string around the back so that this could be, and then you've also got that in the back, and then a little stringy, I mean you could even hang that over if you wanted to, or you could just put your ephemera in like that to hold it. I thought that one was really cool. But not only that, we've also got in the end here is another pocket. Let's take that one out, and then we've got the long one like that. Ah, love that, love that. And then we've got the Velcro one with the pocket in the middle and the 2 flaps. That bit of Velcro is really too big. It's too big. But yeah, look, 21 made out of 6x6 papers. 21 folios. And the reason why I haven't done closures on these ones is just simply because I don't know how I'm going to put them in my journal just yet. I will put closures on them. I just had to suddenly break out into a yawn. Oh, what's that all about? I'm not bored. I don't even know why I yawned. Yeah, so I've not put closures on all of them, but these are, that we have these 2 that show you that you know, if you want to put closures on them, you absolutely can, or you can use magnets, I guess. It's entirely up to you. I mean, this one, you could even stick this one on here and have that bottom bit as a pocket and that as a fold down flap, and then you've got an even bigger interactive piece. How cool is that? Or with these ones, you could put one of these in the middle like that. You could glue that in, have that fold down like that, and then that goes over like that. There's lots of possibilities with these. I absolutely love them, but this is the base. This is what you start off with. And then, like I said, you put pockets in. Just put pockets in and like just do what you want, really. It's so simple and there's so much fun. So I think I'm going to decorate this one and I think I might also, this one doesn't need decorating because I think the paper's enough on there. I think I'm going to decorate this one, and again with this one I don't think this needs a lot, just like a couple of bits of ephemera on it. So maybe let's do the Velcro one. So let's put these ones aside for now. 21 little flippy flappy thingies. Wow. And they're so easy. They're so easy. I don't think that's going to fit around there. And I don't think that one is either. Oh, so we've got nothing to hold them together. Let's just sit them up there with a punch on top. Right, let's get decorating. So I think we'll do this one first. And we're going to get some of our lovely ready ironed. Look at this, look, it's just so much easier to deal with. Except I don't know why that long bit is there. I'm just gonna stretch it out. Put a bit of glue on. Get off my finger. And then we could use a piece of ephemera that we have already made. So let me go hunting. So I've got my basket out of all the stuff that we've made, and I thought we'd use some little paper strips that we made the other day and just show you how I would use them. So first off, I'm gonna get some of my favorite washi, and I'm just gonna, because we're gonna use a long page tab as well, so I'm just gonna put a bit of washi along there. And then because it's like a map, I thought postcard would be perfect. But first off, let's ink it up before we go any further. Right, so that's that done. I mean, look at that. It looks so cool already. And I'll tell you what else we're going to do. We're going to mimic it as well. We're going to put a bit in here. So let me find my knife. And then on the fold, just score and lift really lightly, because it is only washi tape, and then that should just peel off. Then you've got a nice straight edge. There we go. And then give that a little sand down, and then you've got, look at that. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. And then let's put this, what have I got stuck on there? A little bit of cheesecloth. Right, so I just want to take the white off, and then we'll put this going down here like that. So if I get my little snippy snips and just trim on there. And then glue down. I'm going to overlay the washi just a little bit. I'm going to let that dry for a second, because what I think I might want to do of labels here. I just want to these are some of the labels that I went over with my texture stamp. I just stamped a load of labels and then yeah, went over them with my texture stamp, so they look just a little bit better than just a blank label, really. Right, so I'm hoping this ain't stuck down, because I'm going to have to lift you up. Because I want to put that. Let's make sure it's straight. There we go. That under there like that. And then glue this back down. It's good as new, look, it's good as new. Oh, you wouldn't even tell. And then I'm going to let that dry. Or shall we try? Let's just trim it off now. There we go. And look how cool that looks. See what I mean about the paper strips? Oh, I love them. I absolutely love them. You could even use them on the inside as little tucks as well if you wanted to. So we're going to have another little look at what we've got. We've got some tabs. I am going to put this, I think. I just wanted to have a little look and see. Yeah, I like it. It's going in. So again, one of my page tabs. That's what I mean. This is why I'm making all this stuff previously, so you've got a nice stash of it. It's just so cool for when you want to make. And then let me just stick this down. Come on. Is that in the middle? Yep. And then glue that down like that, and then look at that. How cool is that? And what you could do is, you know, I've got these little notebooks, so you could rip some of these up. I got these from a pound shop, by the way. You can rip some of these up to a certain size, keep the cardstock on the back, put a magnet on it, put a magnet on the back here, and then when you come to stick it down, because obviously you could put it in your journal like that. This could be a pocket down the back with a magnet on, and then you could just magnet your secret little notebook inside. So cool. So cool. Now, I thought we had some cluster stickers. What did I do with those? Right, so I've just found one of my clusters, and this actually works perfect because I could stick this on here and it could work as a hinge for this. So we're going to stick this down, but first we are going to get some of the bits and pieces that I made, because I think I want something coming off the side. So just gonna ink that up. I might want it coming off the top. What do we think? We want it coming off there, or... Oh, that's a tough one. I think I kind of like it off the side, you know. I do. I like it off the side. So I have a video on these as well, my little stamped ephemeras. Right, and then let's work out. So we want this here, and then so we want to glue basically to the 8, so kind of there. Went a little bit too fast, so just wipe it off. Bring it down a bit. And you could put a magnet here and a magnet here. Should we do that? Because I have got them here. Ta-da! Let's do it. I've not played with magnets for ages. Right. So let's get 2. So I was in the middle of filming. Oh, and I'm chatting away to myself. Just da 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 da. And I looked up and my camera died. Oh, dearie me. So anyway, I have stuck on the magnet and it's now dry. And then look. So what I did, because this is when it cut off, so I stuck both the magnets were together. I glued them on this part, and then when that was dry, I put a little dab of glue and then I closed it. And then look. Da-da. Oh, how cool is that? Oh, I just absolutely love it. Right, now we are going to, let's decorate this one. What shall we do? We can't put a tab on this one, can we? And we could put that over there, but only glue it on one side. Maybe. We could put one of these. I could have put one of these on the inside. Da, 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 da. We'll have to make something to use these with. Oh, we could use a cute little frame. Put that on one side like that. Or maybe up there so it hides the eyelet. That's quite cool. And then I guess we could put, oh, maybe not one of them. Maybe a sneaky little label underneath if we trim it, and then that tab could hang off the top there, or maybe we could put the label going inside like that. Nope, I kind of like it on the outside. Let's put it so we got the numbers, the date. We could have that like that. What do we think? Maybe. What about a sticker cluster? I'd have to trim the ends, but oh, I like that. With the eyelet and the black banner and the R, I like that. And then maybe we could no, I think that's too much. Right, so I'm just gonna ink around the edge of that. Not that it matters because I'm going to cut it. Oh, Tony. Right, so let's pull this bit of string down and then let's place this just there, like that. And then get our scissors and just trim this off. And then we've got that. Oh, look at that. And then maybe we could put one of these down there. Oh, it's a shame it's a little bit too long. But then I guess we could have it coming off the side. Oh, I like that idea. Let's give it a bit of an ink. And then we'll find some. Put that there like that. And then maybe we could even find somewhere for this little smidgen. Maybe this little smidgen can come out the bottom there. Like that. Oh, I like that. Yes, look at that. Love it. I love it. Right, where's my snippets? I need to make some more. I need to make some more snippets. Where's my tweezers? Let's give this. Put that there. I like it. I like it. And then what can we put? I wonder if we could fit one of these in on there. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. We do need to distress on the inside because I should have done it before, but well, you know me. Got a little bit of overhang there. And then I'm just going to get a little scrap and just go over the edge like that. And then, shall we put that in there? I do like it. I do like it. Right, where's my big scissors? Because I need to trim off just up there. Oh, I don't think that was straight. And then a little bit down there, and hopefully that, yes, that will fit. Let's ink up the sides first because we've cut them. There we go. And then let me move it up. We'll put this. Oh, should we have that hanging out the bottom? Yeah, let's. Oh, look at that. Oh, that looks so cool. And then that folds over. Oh, look at that. I like it. I like it a lot. We're getting a little bit overrun with stuff. I got a crowded desk again. And then maybe we could put that there. It's a lovely rainy day. I'm just going to do it with my finger now because I don't want to get out another pair of scissors. And then let's put this bit, or maybe we could have it. Oh, what goes around that way? Maybe we could have it just hanging down the bottom there. Yes. Well, even if you didn't want it there, Tone, you've got to keep it there now because you've stuck it. And then let's put this there. I'm not even going to distress it. Stick that down. And then we've got... Oh, the trouble is there's a circle there. We could put that there, but then there's... Could we? I do quite like that there, though. No, I don't think we need another circle. Maybe that there or down there. Or do we think that's enough? Oh, I like that there. I knew there'd be somewhere for it. And then that kind of brings that label cluster up onto the pocket. But I think I'm going to leave that like that. However, I do want something down here. Something long and thin. Maybe, not confidential, even though that does look quite cool. I wonder if I've got another... We've got that. That could bring in from the inside then. What do we think? Yes. This is going to be a bit of a... to try and peel off. There we go. Come on, I can't grip it. Right, let's put it on there and then let's lay it down there. And I am thinking I want this somewhere, but my trimming is not good. Oh, I do like that there. I do like that there. But then it's quite cool on the arrow as well. Oh, I don't know. I think we're going to put it there. Let's give it a little bit of an ink. And then put that just there. And then look at that. And then we wrap that round. Excuse me. Look at that. Oh, I love it. How cool is that? It's so cool. I love it. There's another one. Right, let's do this one. One more. And then I reckon, do you know what? That could just go on there like that. How easy would that be? But want to use a frame. And I think I want to use a tab. Well, I don't need to use a tab because there's a tab on the frame. I like that. And that could be a pocket. Yeah, let's do it. Pocket on the front cover. Love it. And then we could put I wonder if that would, I bet that's too big. Yeah, it's too big. It's too big. But we could put a couple of labels in it like that. And then on the inside, we've got a little, I don't think I'm going to decorate the inside. I'm going to put a couple of snippets just to decorate. Oh, I do like that one. And that one. And then, shall we use a real one? Instead of using the stamped ones. Let's just trim it up. Oh. And then we could, wrong way up, we could put that one just there. Maybe that one underneath. Like that, and maybe that one could go there. Let's just put glue at the bottom of this one because we don't want to glue it onto the acetate, so glue that there. Oh, she says, look. And this one, just glue in an L. The wrong way, Tone, the wrong way. Come on, what's going on with you? So we want to glue this way. So along the bottom and up the side. We got there in the end. And just stick this one. Might have this one hanging down a little bit. That there. And then I think we'll put this one. Where's the pocket? The pocket's just there. Let's put this one here. And there we have that. That's so cool. Just so, ah! It fell off. Hold that down. But I do want to put a ticket in there, so I am going to use that. But I'm going to put a, because I want to use a tab. Not that one. That one maybe. Oh, I think it's going to be this one. Yeah, you know it is. Look at that. I keep using the stuff that we're making. I don't know, it's meant to be used, and I've still got tons of stuff. But I keep looking and thinking, oh, look at that. I need to make more stuff. Look at that. Yes. And then you open it up and you've got like journaling spots, or let's just ink the back of that. Just roughly going round. And there we go. I'm going to have a tidy up and then I'll be back. Ta-da! Look at them. I did an extra one. I found a cluster. It fell out the basket. It just fell out. It did. Oh, I'm not lying. It did just fall out the basket. And I was like, you need to be used. So I just stuck it on here with a little magnet, but it's still drying. So I don't want to open it just yet. Otherwise, the magnets will not be stuck down. So we have this cool little folio made out of 6x6. How cool is that? With a little one of the masterboard tags and one of the frames that we used. And then we have this gorgeous little one with one of the clusters that we made and the tickets that we made. And then we have the long tab cluster, and you can have these as journaling spots and then put something in there if you want to, a pocket or whatever you want to put in there. And then we have this one, and I love this one. This one just lifts up and then opens up. You've got a pocket and you've got a couple of journaling spots as well. So I'll just wrap that round, and then I just feed this back through the eyelet and just let it hang down. That's enough to keep it shut. And then we still have, ta-da, all these as well. I think there's 18 here. 17. There's 17 here, and we've decorated 4. 21. Still got 17 we can play with. How cool is that? Oh, this was amazing. I hope you give this a go. If you don't forget, don't forget to tag me in social media. All my socials are in the description box down below, or they are at the end of the video. And tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow? Oh, I don't know tomorrow. But when I was rummaging, when I went shopping, rummaging again, I did find my roll of plain masking tape, and I started to make my own washi tape with my stamps. How cool is that? I mean, that just looks awesome. You could just stick it straight on there. It just looks so cool. And we've got a whole roll of it. So there's an option. But I'm not sure. If the truth be told. I don't know. I never know until I walk into my craft room that morning, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I fancy doing some of that. So yeah, this will be a surprise to me too. So thank you everybody for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Happy crafting and take care. Bye. Thank you.